Picture this, Paris, the city of lights. But wait, hold on to your croissants. Our journey isn't about the Eiffel Tower and its romantic strolls along the Champs-Élysées. No, my friends, we're taking a detour to a place where magic meets marvels, where dreams soar high, and laughter echoes through the streets. That's right, we're headed to Disneyland Paris.
Please stand clear of the door.
Welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Express Monorail.
Welcome back to Disney Tim Time. Originally, my plans were to savor the sights and sounds of Parisian streets. But when the siren song of Disney echoed in my ears, there was no turning back. Disneyland Paris awaited, and I was ready to answer the call. Did you know that Disneyland Paris, originally Euro Disney Resort, opened its gates on April 12, 1992? It was a monumental moment in Disney history, bringing the magic of Mickey to the heart of Europe. This was my first trip to Europe, and the plan was to start at Disneyland, then hit Paris for most of the week. And we landed after flying all night long and headed straight to the Disneyland Paris Resort to check in and to hit the parks. So as we pulled into the Disney Hotel Santa Fe, the vibe felt oddly familiar. It was reminiscent of the all-star resorts at the Walt Disney World Resort. But as they say, never judge a book by its cover. Now let's talk about the resort room. Now imagine my surprise when I stepped inside to find, well, let's just say it wasn't quite the Disney dream I had envisioned. 2 single beds that felt more like they belonged in a summer camp cabin, and a bathroom straight out of a vintage cruise ship. But let's not dwell on the accommodations, because the real magic happened at the hotel restaurant. Breakfast was a feast fit for royalty, with delicious delights to tantalize the taste buds and fuel our Disney adventures. And if you know me, then you know that I love a chocolate croissant. And this restaurant had mountains and mountains of them. And after a quick bus ride, we arrived to the main area between the 2 theme parks, with the majestic Disneyland Hotel towering above us. Talk about an entrance fit for a Disney prince or princess. And as we entered the park and we strolled down Main Street, USA at Disneyland Paris, it was like stepping into a nostalgic dream, tinged with a touch of European elegance. And while the iconic storefronts and Victorian architecture remain reminiscent of its counterparts in the other Disney parks, there was an undeniable sense of uniqueness that was in the air. But the surprises didn't end with the storefronts. One of the unique features of Main Street USA at Disneyland Paris was a covered walkway tucked away behind the shops. And as we ventured off the main thoroughfare, we found ourselves enveloped, well, in a cozy walkway, sheltered from the elements. It was a charming escape from the hustle and bustle of the street, offering a tranquil reprieve where we could leisurely browse through the various shops without worrying about the weather. And as we wandered along the covered walkway, we couldn't help but appreciate the intricate details of the shop facades and the cozy ambiance. It was like finding a quiet corner in a bustling city, offering a welcome escape from the crowds. And the hidden walkway felt like a delightful discovery, adding to the charm and allure of Main Street USA. And so our adventure begins. First up, Discoveryland, the futuristic playground that promises thrills and wonders beyond imagination. Now, Discoveryland, the futuristic counterpart to Tomorrowland, beckoned with the promise of adventure and innovation. Discoveryland, with its gold and green colors, it stood as a beacon of innovation amidst the timeless charm of Disneyland Paris. And as we stepped into the realm of the forgotten tomorrow, there was an undeniable sense of excitement. It was fueled by the promise of thrilling adventures and cutting-edge attractions. Yet beneath the surface, something felt subtly different. Unlike its counterparts in other Disney parks, Discoveryland seemed to possess a unique aura, an intangible quality that set it apart from the other theme parks. Perhaps it was the fusion of classic steampunk aesthetics with sleek modern designs, or the air of mystery that lingered around every single corner. Whatever it was, it left us intrigued and eager to uncover the secrets hidden within this unique land of tomorrow. Now let's talk about the attractions. Star Tours, with its intergalactic adventure, whisked us away to galaxies far, far away. Now, this attraction was basically a clone from the other parks. And unfortunately, we were just there days ahead of the new scenes that were being added from the new Disney Plus shows. But amidst the wonders of Discoveryland, there was a hidden gem waiting to be discovered. Les Mystères du Nautilus. At least that's, I think you say it in French. But whatever it was an adventure into the depths of this immersive attraction, where we were transported into the fantastical world of Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. The attention to detail was nothing short of breathtaking. From the intricately designed Nautilus submarine to the atmospheric corridors that echoed with the whispers of maritime adventure. Waves of emotion poured over me, reminding me of my childhood, riding 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea at Walt Disney World. And every corner revealed a new marvel, from the mesmerizing porthole windows offering glimpses into the ocean depths, to the interactive displays that brought the story to life in just vivid detail. It was more than just an attraction. It was a journey into the heart of imagination, where every step held the promise of discovery and wonder. And as we emerged from the depths of the Nautilus, we knew that we had uncovered a true treasure trove of storytelling excellence hidden within the heart of Disneyland Paris. It's a must-see. You must do it if you go. Now let's talk about Hyperspace Mountain, the crown jewel of Discoveryland, a must-visit for any intergalactic thrill seeker. And as our group embarked on this pulse-pounding space odyssey, we were catapulted into a world of high-speed adventure and heart-pounding excitement. The sleek, futuristic design of the attraction hinted at the exhilarating journey that awaited us, and as we boarded our spacecraft, anticipation crackled in the air. Now, my friends eagerly strapped themselves in, ready to brave this unknown depths of space, while I, knowing my limits with roller coasters, opted to wait on solid ground. Now, I'm going to fill you in a bit more on that in just a moment. But let's talk castles, shall we? While Cinderella's castle may hold a cherished spot in the hearts of many, especially mine, there's something undeniably enchanting about Sleeping Beauty Castle here at Disneyland Paris. As we approached this towering symbol of fairy tale magic, we were immediately captivated by its timeless beauty and the intricate detailing. Every turret, every spire seemed to whisper secrets of centuries past, weaving a tale of romance and enchantment that unfolded right before our very eyes. But the true magic awaited within the castle walls. Stepping through the grand entrance, we found ourselves immersed in a world of storytelling like no other. Every nook and every cranny of this castle was adorned with exquisite details, each telling a chapter of Princess Aurora's timeless tale. From the stunning stained glass windows depicting scenes from the classic fairy tale to the very intricate tapestries that adorn the walls, every single element was meticulously crafted to transport us into the heart of Sleeping Beauty's kingdom. But perhaps the crowning jewel of Sleeping Beauty Castle was the magnificent dragon that lay dormant upon its depths. As we descended into the castle's dungeon, anticipation hung thick in the air. And then, as if by magic, the mighty creature stirred to life right before our eyes. And with a roar that shook the very foundations of the castle, the dragon emerged from its slumber, its scales gleaming in the dim light. It was a sight to behold, a true testament to the artistry and the imagination that brought Disneyland Paris to life. And as we stood in awe before this majestic creature, we knew that we were witnessing something truly extraordinary. A moment of pure Disney magic that would stay with us forever. Next on our enchanted itinerary was Fantasyland, a land where the lines between reality and imagination blur into a kaleidoscope of wonder and whimsy. As we crossed the threshold into the fantastical realm, it was as if we had stepped into the pages of a storybook that had come to life. Each attraction was a portal to a different tale, inviting us to embark on a journey into the heart of Disney magic. From the iconic charm of It's a Small World, where a world of cultures and colors danced in harmony, to the labyrinth maze of Alice's Curious Labyrinth, where the whimsical world of Wonderland waited around every twist and every turn. Every experience was a testament to the timeless allure of fairy tales. Ah, Adventureland, always my favorite land in any Disney park. It's where the call of the distant drums and the rustle of palm fronds beckon travelers to embark on a journey into the heart of an exotic land. Our first stop in Adventureland was Pirates of the Caribbean, a swashbuckling adventure that transported us back to a time of high sea hijinks and a buried treasure. But this wasn't just any Pirates of the Caribbean ride. It was a unique experience that set itself apart from its counterparts in other Disney parks. And as we sailed through misty waters and dimly lit caves, we couldn't help but notice the subtle differences that made this version of this ride stand out. From the layout of the scenes to the details of the animatronic characters, everything had been meticulously crafted to offer a fresh take on this classic tale. It was a thrilling voyage that kept us, well, on the edge of our seats, eagerly anticipating what lay around the next bend. But Adventureland offered more than just high seas escapades. It tantalized our taste buds with an immersive dining experience inside Pirates of the Caribbean attraction. Entering the restaurant, the aroma of savory Caribbean spices filled the air, teasing our senses and whetting our appetites for the culinary adventure that lay ahead. And as we settled into our seats amidst the atmospheric setting, the lively ambiance of the bustling pirate tavern, it enveloped us, enhancing the immersive storytelling of this ride. As we ventured further into Adventureland, the allure of the Indiana Jones roller coaster beckoned with promises of thrilling expeditions and heart-pounding excitement. But let me tell you a little secret about myself. You see, roller coasters and I, well, let's just say we have a complicated relationship. You see, after a few too many encounters with motion sickness, I've learned to approach them with caution. My friends, however, eagerly queued up for the adventure, while I, mindful of my roller coaster-induced nausea, opted to wait and observe from a safe distance. And as the coaster cars roared to life and embarked on their daring journey, I watched with a mix of trepidation and excitement. From afar, I could see the exhilarating twists and the turns, the towering peaks and plunging drops that defined the ride. The immersive theming transported the riders into the heart of an Indiana Jones-style adventure, complete with rugged landscapes and ancient ruins. With each spine-tingling loop and hair-raising maneuver, my friends were swept up in the thrill of the chase, their laughter and their shouts of exhilaration echoing through the air. It was a spectacle to behold and a testament to the adrenaline-fueled excitement that Adventureland had to offer. And though I didn't join them on this ride, their exhilarated expressions told me everything I needed to know about the unforgettable experience that they had embarked upon. On our second day of enjoying Disneyland, we headed back into the park. And nestled into the heart of Main Street, USA, Walt's Restaurant beckoned with the promise of a culinary journey steeped in Victorian elegance and Disney nostalgia. Stepping into this lavish dining establishment felt like stepping back in time, as the grandeur of this Victorian era enveloped us into its warm embrace. And as we settled into our seats, the attentive servers welcomed us with impeccable hospitality, guiding us through a menu inspired by the culinary delights favored by Walt Disney himself. Each dish was a work of art, meticulously crafted with the finest ingredients and presented with flair. From classic favorites to decadent desserts that delighted the palate, every bite was a testament to the culinary mastery of the chefs. As the radiant sun gracefully descended behind the towering spires of Disneyland Park, signaling the end of another magical day, anticipation soared for the spectacle that awaited us under the starlit sky. As is choreographed by the heavens themselves, the evening unfolded with a mesmerizing drone show, where countless twinkling lights danced in synchronized harmony, painting the darkness with a tapestry of color and wonder. But our adventure didn't end there. You see, the next day we ventured into Walt Disney Studios Park, which I believe is now called Disney Adventure Park or something close to that. But it's where movie magic awaits around every single corner. You first enter through this studio and then you walk out into the main park, and we took a left right into Marvel. And entering into the Marvel themed area within Walt Disney Studio Park, well, it was like stepping into the pages of a comic book that had come to life. And our first stop was Spider-Man Web Slingers, where we found ourselves in the midst of a thrilling battle against rogue spider bots. And as we climbed aboard our web-slinging vehicle and we prepared to save the day, the anticipation mounted and we eagerly embraced the challenge that lay ahead. The attraction was a whirlwind of action and excitement, with every flick of the wrist sending us hurriedly into the heart of the adventure. It was an experience unlike any other, blending cutting-edge technology with classic Marvel storytelling to create an immersive journey that left us exhilarated and eager for more. As we approached the revamped attraction, Flight Force, formerly known as Rock and Roller Coaster, well, the anticipation crackled in the air and it tinged with excitement while my friends eagerly queued up for the pulse-pounding adventure that awaited. But I made the decision to remain firmly planted on solid ground, mindful of my roller coaster-induced discomfort. And next up on our list, as we approached the imposing facade of the Hollywood Tower of Terror, well, again, anticipation mingled with a tinge of apprehension, knowing that we were about to step into the twilight zone of the unknown. This iconic attraction, synonymous with spine-tingling thrills, drops, and chills, stood as a towering testament of the artistry of Disney Imagineering. However, what awaited us inside was not merely a carbon copy of the Florida version, but a uniquely Parisian interpretation that offered its own twist and surprises. And as we entered the foreboding lobby, adorned with eerie artifacts and haunted portraits, the tension mounted, and a sense of unease settled over us like a shroud. The pre-show experience, while reminiscent of its Florida counterpart, hinted at a narrative that was distinctly Parisian, weaving together elements of mystery, suspense, and a supernatural intrigue. And when the time came to board the haunted elevator, we braced ourselves for the spine-chilling journey that awaited, knowing that we were about to experience the terror of the unknown in a way that only Disneyland Paris could deliver. And after the many drops of the Tower of Terror, we headed over to Pixar World. And as we approached Crush's Coaster, the whimsical exterior of this attraction belayed the wild adventure that laid within. Now, as this ride began, the initial twists and turns were exhilarating, offering glimpses of the vibrant underwater world that surrounded us. However, as we entered the show building and the pace quickened, a sense of unease began to gnaw at me. And with each dizzying spin and sudden change in direction, the once exhilarating ride quickly became a harrowing ordeal for me. The coaster car careened through the darkness, its movements growing increasingly erratic, and we navigated sharp turns and unexpected drops and going backwards and forwards and spinning in every which way. And despite my best efforts to remain composed, a wave of nausea swept over me, intensifying with each passing moment. And as the ride came to an end and we disembarked, I knew that I was in big trouble. And as I sought refuge in the nearest trash can, I couldn't help but feel a pang of disappointment at having missed out on the full experience of Crush's Coaster. But as I reflected on my experience with Crush's Coaster and the unwelcome bouts of motion sickness that followed, I couldn't help but feel a twinge of sadness at the realization that my days of enjoying big roller coasters, and even some family ones, to the fullest were numbered. As we wandered through Walt Disney Studios Park, it was impossible to ignore the omnipresent construction walls that seemed to loom around every single corner, hinting at the exciting transformation yet to come. You see, this park is undergoing a massive overhaul and expansion, with ambitious plans to reimagine existing areas and to introduce thrilling new attractions that are going to delight guests of all ages for years to come. From the eagerly anticipated World of Frozen, which promised to transport visitors to the enchanting kingdom of Arendelle, to the sprawling lake area that would serve as a focal point for immersive experiences and entertainment. The future of Walt Disney Studios Park is brimming with promise and excitement. And while the cancellation of plans for Galaxy's Edge expansion may have been disappointing for some, rumors of a Lion King area hinted at even more exciting adventures on the horizon. And as we eagerly await the unveiling of these upcoming attractions, we couldn't help but feel a sense of anticipation and excitement that all things are bright for the future of this Disney park and really for all of the Disney parks. And so, dear viewers, as our journey through the enchanting world of Disneyland Paris draws to a close, I find myself filled with a profound sense of gratitude and wonder. From the captivating beauty of its iconic landmarks to the irresistible charm of its vibrant streets, this magical resort has woven its way into the fabric of my fondest memories. And though our time here may be ending, the magic of Disneyland Paris will continue to inspire and delight visitors from all walks of life for generations to come. Let me hear your thoughts. Have you been to Disneyland Paris before? If so, what are your favorite attractions? And keep on the lookout because I have a very special video coming up your way very soon. So make sure you like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications, as you won't want to miss what's coming up next. And remember, no matter how old we get, there's always room for a little magic in our life. Until next time, see you real soon.